Hello friends, today I'll be talking about Competition and Focus Current Affairs 2030 book. So this is one of the most best books for any government exam which you're studying. And the next question will be where to get this book. You can get in Sapna or you can contact a dealer separately and you can get that. Else, if any store nearby you has this one, then you can ask them also. You can say January till December. I took it in December because it came there. This book is very different from the previous one which I have published. In this we have hotspot and current affairs. Hotspot means they'll take one topic, important topic which has happened in this year, and they'll give a full detailed analysis of it. For example, Swachh Surveshon. The government of India had carried out one survey in which to judge which and all countries were the most cleanest. You can see the results. So this is very good. The data and all is good. Imagine you are preparing for civil service or preparing for an government interview. They can ask you something about it and you can answer to the point. You'll have some knowledge about it. Next, as you can see, MS Dhoni retires. There is a few old topics but they are equally relevant even now. Independence Day speech. This is a very famous and this is a must for defense aspirants preparing for Air Force. Must know this, how much they were there. What is Golden Squadron, which was made by this National Education Policy. Galwan Valley clash. We can see even till now the Galwan Valley clash is not resolved. So this can be one of the most frequent current affairs question. Atmanirbhar Bharat, COVID-19. So this book is divided into many different parts. Right now we saw the hotspot. Then we have the national affairs, international affairs, state news, science and technology, defense, and newsmakers. At the end we had some MCQ questions. So let's go now. National affairs means whatever happened mostly important till now is been given in short paragraphs. You can read those. These are very to the point and hence you will find it very easy. Even for people who are little weak in English, they can find it very easy to read and understand. Few important side notes also given. This is important. I'm not saying that you should read the full thing, but whichever is relevant for your exam, you can read that. For example, if you're going for CDSE or NDA, I suggest that you read everything. Every national affairs. State affairs, little bit you can skip here and there. However, you're going for the SSB or any interview, you should know everything. Whatever is happening next to you. Educated person must be aware of whatever is happening next to him, and this book actually goes along with it. Education, big changes happen in education this time. The online education, then CBSE exam is going to happen on May 12th. For 12th is going to happen in May, and various others. And international affairs, what is happening, separate countries is given, so it is easy to understand. So overall this book is very good. The UA is increasing or changing the oil market, so that can be important, I would say. The UK recently some viruses came, vaccine. It is not so much up to date, but it is enough for anyone who is going for any exam, because exam papers are set before 3 to 4 months of the exam date, before the 3 to 4 months before the exam date. So obviously the paper setters will be taking from that day only. Means that 3 to 4 months data only they're going to take, and this book is very efficient like that. However, one of the main disadvantage I saw over here was, as I told you, it is not so much updated. For example, now it is January and most of the data is from over here until November, max November. Few data is from November, and if you're going for any interview, then if you rely completely on this, then you might not be able to get through the interview. You must read the newspaper to cover up the gap. I would say that is a good technique, or you should watch some good TV news. And this is for the economy. Now this is for state affairs. Every state separately is given. Basic organization is same for every book, Arihant in focus. So let's sports. You can see sports. I don't think so much happened in this year, but still some important things happen like IPL and various other tournaments of tennis and badminton. You can hear that. You can read that. So let's come down to here. Whatever you have read till now, these are the 500 plus current questions to practice. If you're preparing for any government exam, as I told, you can read this. It's enough. Read this book and solve this MCQ. Here answers are also given. You can see. You don't have to buy a separate book for practice. You can practice from this. These questions which are given are very good, and it is there from what you have read in previously. So that is very convenient. Nextly, if you keep buying two to three books of this, then you'll have a question set before the exam. You can practice that or even revise that. That is good. One more disadvantage I saw here, that detailed explanation is not available. For example, I would say which was the first COVID-19 vaccine. Some people might say AstraZeneca, some people might say Oxford. So if it is Oxford, why is it Oxford? When it was released, the details might not be there. So this is one of the main disadvantage. And nextly, you might say that if you're preparing for civil services, then this book is not up to the mark. I'm agreeing with that. For that, one of the best book is Pratyogya Darpan. You can read that. But this is for people who are reading for NDA CDS. This is one best book. Who is who, and important. So overall, I would say this book is good for people who are preparing for CDS, NDA, or other exams, as you can see over here. However, for civil service, I would not recommend this. Civil service need a detailed study. For other UPSC exams except civil services, this book holds good. So at the end, my suggestion is, if you are currently everyday reading newspaper, then this book will only enhance the knowledge or do a revision for you. However, if you are not reading newspaper, then you might feel that this book is insufficient or incomplete. It is because that you don't have the basic knowledge. For people who are reading newspaper from past 1 or 2 years, they'll have a continuation in their current affairs. Means first, if you imagine, then this came in the Assam NRI, then Ayodhya case, then COVID-19 vaccine, then Galwan Valley, and now presently it's coming for vaccine. So these are the current affairs events which are coming as a flow. If you're not reading that, you might not be able to connect. For example, here in the PM is talking about vaccine. The vaccine is coming. However, if you don't know when coronavirus came into India, it came around in the month of March, then you might not be able to correlate. So in that case, this book might prove a little insufficient. So I would say, my suggestion, that if you are reading newspaper daily, then this book is good. Otherwise, I would say we should go for more detailed books like Pratyogya Darpan. Thank you and have a nice day.